G'day, Elwood here with another episode of Country Underground. Today we're going to have a little chat with Vanderaa.
Hello, I am Aaron.
I'm Levi.
And we are Vanderaa, which is also our last name.
G'day guys. First off, I'd like to know how it all started for you.
It was an idea probably about 5 years ago. We did a tour in 2009 which was meant to be a holiday. It turned out we ended up doing 12 gigs, and we all as a family got together and said, hey, let's make this permanent.
Let's make it a lifestyle.
It was about 2.5 years, nearly 3 years. We renovated 2 houses, built a truck shed, and pretty much, unrooted, all, disconnected.
We saved up for our van. Parents, they mortgaged the house so they could buy their rig, and we thought, yeah, let's make this our life, and we set off on a journey. We left Darwin. The first place we went was straight through the centre to Adelaide, and we did everything along there, did Uluru. And when we left, we had intentions that we weren't really coming back, so we were going to be on the road for a long time, so that's why we took the time to set ourselves up.
So it's about 2.5 years later, and yeah, we've loved every second of it.
We feel like we've really grown. We've learnt a lot on the road. We have a great support network. We've got a lot of family around Australia. Thank you, everyone. It's really handy having heaps of family, because there's places we can stay. We can park our van up out the front. That's helped us a lot.
How many gigs have you done so far?
We've done about 200 shows now, probably about 10 festivals. We've also performed at, charity events. We've done high school performances for kids. So we've really, we're trying to spread a good, positive message, about the arts and just living in general. We really want to make a difference with our music and, put a smile on people's faces. So
keep smiling.
So it's been quite a while since Gimpy's seen you. What have you been up to in that time?
Lots of touring, lots of kilometres under the belt. I think, how long has it been?
Bit over a year, or half a year? No, half a year, 6 months.
So since then we've done Tamworth, a whole tour from South Australia to New South Wales, Victoria. Did a whole loop through there. 2 film clips, 2 songs. We've written our next album, which the 2 film clips are off.
Do you have any interesting stories from your travels?
There's a lot in Australia.
A lot of interesting stories. We've had an arrest in Orange, which was pretty full on. It was Kathy, our manager. She was falsely arrested. As we were loading all the gear out from the venue, these guys came in and, it's a pretty full-on, what was it, the president of the bikie gang or something like that. So,
yeah. This is also our mother too.
Yeah. So we end up walking out and she's handcuffed on the ground. What's going on? So that's been pretty full-on. And
to elaborate on that story, basically, just to explain them probably a bit more, a whole bikie gang came down to shoot the bouncers, and we were just, this is one night, we were doing a gig in Orange, and we were packing up all our gear, and Mum, Kathy, was out, just basically looking after the gear, standing by the van, talking to these bikies. As she does, she kind of just talks to everyone, and they're trying to come back to ours, we've got a party back here. I was like, party back at these guys' house. And we're looking at these guys and we're going, no, we're not going back there. Yeah. Anyway, rolling forward a little bit, wheeling stuff in, next minute a whole
8 SWAT cars turn up sideways. Well, not SWAT cars, but police cars, and they're all in suits and jackets, bulletproof jackets, and Kathy had a gun put to her head and then handcuffed on the ground.
After Tamworth, where did you go?
So since there we did
So it was 22 shows starting at the Tamworth Country Music Festival, and we did where from there? Armidale, Yamba, Maxville, Port Macquarie, Newcastle, Sydney, Wagga Wagga, then back to Adelaide, and we did a film clip over that, which you can check out on our Facebook, called Keep Smiling. That was part of the title single of that album.
On your page, it showed you at the Tall Poppy production studio. Are you releasing a new single or album?
Well, this is it. After Keep Smiling, so we've released our debut album this year as well, and in the time of us touring it, we pretty much written the next album. So we had it was just flowing out of us. We thought instead of releasing another album this year, we would stagger it a bit and we would release 6 singles at a time.
Yeah, so it's like constant content for our online audience. You know, we're posting daily pictures on Facebook, Instagram, and stuff. So
yeah, and then at the end we would release the album, which will be next year. And a part of that was the first 2 singles were at Tall Poppy Productions in Brisbane, which was an eye-opener. We learned a lot, and we're really happy with what has come of it. Like, this has only happened like the last week. It was a full-on week, so like 10 hours a day, no sleep, in the studio, flat out. So we did the first 3 days was tracking all the music for the singles. So that was Ochre Red and Breaking Hearts. They're the first 2 off the album. It was hard to choose which ones we wanted to, but we started with those 2. And then we did the filming for the film clip on Friday, also at Tall Poppy. And then she had a whole cast and actors, which she finished off the following day.
What should people expect to see in your next film clip?
For Ochre Red.
19th July.
And that's all about ballroom dancing.
There's going to be like Ochre Red dust, because we're releasing this in the Northern Territory. It's going to be a very like high visual impact film clip with like dust coming off the drum kit, and there's going to be a really gorgeous girl dressed in a ballroom gown, and her and her partner are going to be courting each other. It's all about that, you know, first interaction between 2 humans, and it's going to be very explosive. The colours are going to be happening, and it's going to be set in a theatre, pretty sure on the Gold Coast or somewhere on the coast there. Sarah's booked the theatre out, and we're going to be in the corner playing the song, serenading them. So, yeah, lots of fun.
So I heard you won the Northern Territory Song of the Year on the 24th of June.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Well, for the EDM category.
Yeah.
So yeah, the electronic dance music category for our other project, Nth Degree. Yeah, we won it, which was really exciting for this moment. And yeah, that happened last weekend. We weren't able to be there, obviously, because we're on tour at the moment. So actually, our dad, he was up there at the time, and he went up there. He's not good at speeches, but he went up there and did it for us. And yeah,
He did it on behalf of us. And
did it. So that was pretty special for us.
I think, I was talking to him on the phone. He was pretty proud of us. So.
I saw you in Tamworth with 3 members. What's happened there?
Well, Vanderaa and Nth Degree is Levi and I. So we pretty much well, not masterminds, but we drive it, we direct it, we have it, and then we bring in session musicians whenever we need them. So if we need a bass player, we're starting to expand our team more. So like with Tall Poppy Productions, we're bringing in other people. Like we used to do it all. Keep Smiling was all done independently.
We recorded the whole thing. So.
Start to finish. Well, we had a hand from Kyle, the 3rd member that you would be talking about there. He was a friend of ours from Darwin. He used to be in the band like when we were 9 and 10, and we were just young fellas mucking around in our jam room. And years later we caught up with him, recorded Keep Smiling, and he was on the road for us for about 1.5 years, and he wanted to go a separate direction, And so we've actually got another bass player in. So wherever we are, we've kind of got a different bass player and drummer for every town, because we've sort of been hitting up, basically Adelaide. Haven't done Melbourne yet, but Adelaide, Sydney, right up to Cairns. So we've got musos all along the coast that have played with us, and we can call on depending on where we're playing.
I must ask about the groovy fashion choices, like in your film clips or even today.
Fashion.
Well, this is fresh, this one here. We only got them just the other day.
Yeah. This was for the Breaking Hearts film clip. So
our mother, Kathy, she actually designs all our clothes. Not what we're wearing right now. This is a bit little less. Like she designs all the jeans. It's got barramundi skins,
cow hides,
kangaroo. Oh, lots of like iconic Australian leathers and different textiles, and yeah, she's very creative minded. So yeah, that's where it stems.
What do you think is your main inspiration for your music?
We get inspired by the things we choose to do, because we fully create our own destiny. Like everything down to where we go, clothes we wear, the music we make, we create everything. And I think the inspiration for that would be all the experiences that we've had previous.
It's kind of changed over the years.
And like bands we listen to,
Well, I guess because leaving our hometown, so in Darwin, I guess when you travel, your mind starts to grow and you experience different things and all these, stuff that you probably, we didn't had no idea was going on, because because we're from Darwin and there's
it's really disconnected.
It's
everywhere.
Basically another world over in Australia. There's only 120,000 people, and so since we've hit the coast, the people we've met,
music,
the
culture.
Music side of things, just going in and seeing other bands perform live, it's just
inspiring.
It's inspiring.
What is your description of your genre or feel?
I'd say it's fun. it's a total good time. Genre-wise, it's like indie, acoustic, pop, rock. So it's a bit of a...
That's 4 genres.
Yeah. It's a variety all sort of melded into one, because we love lots of music,
We do.
That's why we have the 2 bands.
Yeah.
Because
acoustic and earthy, that vibe. We have these 2 different sides to us. So we have Vanderaa, which is exactly what Levi's talking about there. And then we have Nth Degree, which is what won the EDM category, which is the all out there glitz. So Kathy has designed the most outrageous clothes that you can think of, just like red vests and just crazy textiles. So Nth Degree is like this other alt ego where it's just all flamboyant, glam, basically
edge.
We're like the 2014 Motley Crue, but with electronic. I don't know how that works, but it does. So that's that side of us that we can express ourselves there. And then we have Vanderaa, which is also, I think it's a bit more homey, it's a bit rootsy, kind of
family.
It feels like that's Darwin, because we're very, I guess, what would you call it? Laid back kind of personalities. And Vanderaa, because it's acoustic, we can just sit back and let that side of it just flows out and that. So we have 2 different genres to express ourselves.
Alrighty guys, it's been a pleasure talking. Is there anything you'd like to tell the viewers?
We're Vanderaa. I'm Levi.
I'm Aaron.
And you can check us out at www.vanderaaband.com, or we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Go connect with us online. So
A big thank you to Vanderaa for spending a little time with us. Be sure to keep an eye out for them, and make sure you tune in to our next episode.
Can't escape the rock and roll gone.